a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The team's already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down at 5. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Terrell Lewis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Moss for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play when you go 5?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kicker on 4th after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Skaggs. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give right side. Funk. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Skaggs. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, This is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Skaggs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Skaggs. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Skaggs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Skaggs. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Skaggs. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Skaggs finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Skaggs. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. The throw over the middle taken in.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.